Good morning. I am Day. DAA are my initials. This is DHB, Devotion, Health, and Beauty Recovery Network. Daily affirmations, devotions, meditations, and reflections. April 5th. Fair use. Daily reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. True brotherhood. We have not once sought to be one in a family, to be a friend among friends, to be a worker among workers, to be a useful member of society. Always we tried to struggle to the top of the heap or to hide underneath it. This self centered behavior blocked a partnership relation with any one of those about us. Of true brotherhood, we had small comprehension. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 53. This message contained in step 4 was the first one I heard loud and clear. I hadn't seen myself in print before. Prior to my coming into AA, I knew of no place that could teach me how to become a person among persons. From my very first meeting, I saw people doing just that, and I wanted what they had. One of the reasons that I'm a happy, sober alcoholic today is that I'm learning this most important lesson. Courage to change one day at a time in Al Anon, April 5th. As wonderful as it is to see a loved one find sobriety, it often presents a whole new set of challenges. After all the years of waiting, many of us are dismayed when sobriety does not bring the happy ever after ending we've awaited. We once knew exactly what to expect, and now everything suddenly seems different. The homebody is never home. The life of the party is always sleeping. Communication, intimacy, sex, responsibilities, and decision making all change. At the same time, problems that we always attributed to drinking may persist even though the drinking has stopped. This stirs up some very strong feelings within many of us. Even longtime Al Anon members may find it more important than ever to go back to the basics of our program and learn once more to focus on ourselves. It's all right to feel disappointed, skeptical, resentful, joyous, excited, or confused about our changing circumstances. By accepting whatever we feel and sharing about it with other Al Anon members, we are better able to take care of ourselves. Today's reminder: I will allow myself the dignity to discover exactly how I feel about the changes that are happening today, and I will share those feelings with an Al Anon friend. There's a quote, and it reads, Al Anon gave me the awareness that what I felt did matter. The quote is from In All Our Affairs. Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, April 5th. Identification. Someone finally knew the crazy thoughts that I had and the crazy things I'd done. Addicts often feel terminally unique. We're sure that no one used drugs like we did or had to do the things that we did to get them. Feeling that no one really understands us can keep us from recovery for many years. But once we come to the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous, we begin to lose that feeling of being the worst or the craziest. We listen as members share their experiences. We discover that others have walked the same twisted path that we've walked, and still have been able to find recovery. We begin to believe that recovery is available to us too. As we progress in our own recovery, sometimes our thinking is still insane. However, we find that when we share that hard time we may be having, others identify sharing how they have dealt with such difficulties. No matter how troubled our thinking seems, we find hope when others relate to us, passing along the solutions they've found. We begin to believe that we can survive whatever we're going through to continue on our recovery journey. The gift of Narcotics Anonymous is that we learn we are not alone. We can get clean and stay clean by sharing our experience, our strength, and even our crazy thinking with other members. When we do, we open ourselves to the solutions others have found to the challenge we face. Just for today, I am grateful that I can identify with others. Today, I will listen as they share their experience, and I'll share mine with them. Today, Emotions Anonymous, April 5th. Reflection for today. I continue to take personal inventory as suggested in the 10th step. As time passes, I become more aware of my wrongdoings as they occur. My being aware of these wrongs, gossip, irritability, selfishness, false pride, etc., will not erase them from my life. Admitting and accepting them is a beginning. Realizing how they alienate me from myself as well as others can give me the incentive to give them up. Meditation for today. I ask for help from my higher power in handling each of my shortcomings. Today I will remember, I will not only take my personal inventory, but also ask God to help me today to turn my defects into positive actions. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. April 5th. Separate identity. As we struggle to form an identity separate from our parent programs, we are also becoming aware of the need to separate emotionally from our alcoholic homes. Only in complete separation can we find the freedom to express who we are and to create the experience of intimate closeness we so desperately needed as children. BRB, page 85. Before many of us came to ACA, our other programs helped us start the journey, but they may have also led us to believe we shouldn't separate ourselves from our abusive families. So we continued to show up for those who were emotionally unavailable, giving them love and support while our own inner resources dwindled. As our inner child develops a voice in ACA, we hear the pain and we begin to acknowledge the depth of our family's dysfunction. We give ourselves permission to miss family events and let go of the fantasy of what we wanted life with them to be. We are no longer willing to be controlled by them. In return, we gain dignity and healthy pride. We start to become sane and whole. Even though it is difficult, we realize it is worth it. We find that we are resourceful and have a tremendous capacity for self-care because we have survived our childhood trauma. We seize our own destiny and live our lives from a position of wholeness, no longer operating with one hand tied behind our backs. The affirmation reads, "On this day I will not look back. I will continue to do what is best for me, creating an identity that is separate from my dysfunctional family." Please share, subscribe, like, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time.